Hello guys and gals of the internet, I'm Mr. Charles of YouTube and Twitch TV, and for the first time since the final game in Sonic Marathon 3, which I believe was Sonic Generations a couple years ago, we're actually doing a revisit playthrough. We're going to revisit another one of my all-time favorite games, and this is becoming quite a theme recently with Resident Evil 2 and such. We're about to play another one. In 2005, Fahrenheit came out, and the interesting thing about Fahrenheit is it actually was only called Fahrenheit in Europe. In America, it was called Indigo Prophecy, and this game really was the first of its kind. It was more of an interactive movie kind of game, and it was one of the first where the choices you made actually impacted throughout the game. Now, I think looking back on it now, seeing that it was the first of that type, I don't think it was as big and broad as something like Detroit Become Human, for example, which is actually quite ironic because it was Quantic Dream that made this game. But basically, David Cage wanted to make games an interactive experience where some choices you make actually impacted the rest of the game. So it was really the first of its time. It broke new ground, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it. It was one of my favorite games ever. And in 2015, 10 years later, it actually got a remastered version on the PC exclusively. This is a PC only game. And I couldn't pass up the opportunity to do that actually. So what I ended up doing was I ended up doing it. And this game became my first ever PC playthrough 9 years ago. And basically, very much like Sonic Marathon 3, we're going to revisit it and bring it up to the current format of video and such. Why not? Now, it's quite funny here because this was actually made by Aspyr, which have been very busy recently with the releases of Tomb Raider Remastered and the Battlefront collection. The collection was an absolute botch, and Tomb Raider Remastered actually worked out pretty well, but it didn't come without controversy at the time. I actually still have my previous playthrough up there. In this save file here, so we're actually going to do a new one. I'm going to have to use the left stick. I'm going to have to try not to touch the D-pad, because I don't think the D-pad works in this version. So we're going to create this new save file. Oh, I can't. Hold on. Can I click yes? Yeah. Okay. No, I think it automatically works. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe I've done that now. I fucked up. I don't know. Yeah, I think I did. I fucked up. Okay, give me a second. We're gonna have to redo that because I messed up. Give me a minute. Actually, can we change this? No. Can we change it in the options? Shit. Actually, before I do that, options, controls, game controller. Okay, we got it back. Okay, fair enough. Panic over. Panic over. Let's hope it actually works. I don't even remember the buttons for this game. But yeah, 2015, this became my first PC playthrough that I ever did. And I did it with an Avery Media capture card at the time. And I did it by using the button that stopped and started videos. So every 15 minutes, as my videos were back then, I pressed it to start and I pressed it to end, which was very useful at the time. And that was before I knew about OBS, being able to actually capture full screen PC games without even the need of a capture card. I didn't even know OBS even did that. I didn't use OBS until a few years later. It's a very common software I use now, obviously. The one thing I have to mention about that is that this game is so old. It's 9 years old almost. I think it was like, I can't remember when it was coming out, but I think it's approaching 9 years. And this game is so old now that booting up in full screen actually causes the game to crash after like a couple of minutes. But thankfully, playing in window mode, we don't have that problem, and you guys get to actually see the full screen using the specific capture window. So that kind of alleviates that problem. We're still going to play in 1440p and all that, of course. You're not going to see that, because I still don't know how to use 1440p video on OBS. I'm going to have to really figure that out at some point, unless you guys want to write a comment for me tell me what the best settings are, but I think one point or another I'm probably going to figure it out. Maybe if I get a new PC in the coming time, maybe I'll start thinking about doing that, because obviously I'll have a lot more power than I do in this one. I have kind of like what I want to do with it and what parts I want for it, but it's just a question of where to get it from and if it's a pre-build and stuff, because I still can't build my PCs for nothing. My uncle was going to teach me how to do it, but things happened, and basically because of his basically the last time I saw him was he even stated it was going to be the last time we actually see him, because you know he's getting up there in years a bit. He's obviously got some other stuff health-wise. He's not like really badly ill. He's just had like things that, you know, because a lot of my family suffer from asthma in particular. My mom did, my brother does, my uncle does, I think my middle sister does as well, and I think even my nan has it. So, you know, with all that, he basically, you know, it was a 4-hour drive when he was driving up here. Well, we're a little bit further away than we were, so that would add extra time to it. So basically, that was the last time I really was going to get to see him because of all that. So basically, I think the thing was, if you want a new PC, you're going to have to do something yourself, because I can't do it, because he built my one I was using at the time, and he actually built the one I'm using now. But, you know, I've had this PC for a good 5-6 years, and I'm probably due an upgrade, so I've been thinking about it for some time. Whether that'll actually happen this year, I don't really know. We'll have to see. But I kind of got some ideas of what I want to do with it. It's just a question of, will I do it right? You know, because I don't want to mess up. We'll see. We'll see how it works.
Things are never quite what they seem.
Oh shit, I didn't turn the subtitles on. Wait. It's because it's a new file, so I didn't turn the subtitles on. I'm already messing up. I've only just started. Shit. Is it? Oh, actually, it is the subtitles. I'm gonna have to quit the game. Oh, spit. Oh, god damn it. I'm ready to mess it. It's because I got sidetracked by all the talking I was doing. Are there any subtitles? I'm sure there is. I've seen them. Oh, it's in languages, is it? Oh, here we go. Well, French was actually the first language that came up. That's funny. Alright. New movie. It's a good thing, really, because now we can start with this cutscene from the beginning and actually have the subtitles on. Sorry about that. I got sidetracked by talking. That's why I try not to talk so much in my videos, because then I get sidetracked and forget to do the simple shit. Anyway, let's try again.
Things are never quite what
they
seem. We think we understand the world around us, but we really only see
despite
the
only having
outside,
to play this in Windows screen, you guys are seeing the full screen. That's good.
Like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics.
This game actually is on PS5 as well, but it's the PS2 version, which was probably great at the time. But compared to today, and even this version, it probably runs like shit. It only runs like shit by today's standards, you know. At the time, it was probably groundbreaking.
Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever.
This would be a good thing, because they actually added achievements to this version. So I'll be actually getting achievements in this playthrough as well. Hopefully I'll get the best ending. Not that there's not actually one aspect I don't particularly like, but that's more to do with the story than the game itself, but I'll point it out when I get there. And you guys already know if you've watched the previous playthrough I did.
New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos.
There will be a couple of different things I try to do in this playthrough to make it a little bit different. But I can't really remember what I did in that old playthrough. I know that there was a screen crash on one of the levels in the game where you dove into the water to save a kid that falls in it. and you dive in it, and I died, and the screen just froze on this, like, in the water. And there would actually be a game over dialogue there, but it actually froze on the you in the water with the water effect on the screen. It's actually hilarious. What else did I do? I didn't get the best ending. I think all the rest of it was pretty okay in terms of, like, you know, what to do. Trying to remember how I escaped this first scene. I think it was in a taxi, so I might take the train station this time. There's a couple of ways you can escape, and when you actually try to find out about Lucas later, it'll actually be one of the things you could maybe connect him to this murder that's happening right now. Well, not right now, but you know what I mean. DSP. Oh, there's some guy's coming up behind me with a shank. Every fucking time, I swear to God. Man, when Philadelphia was playing that game, I couldn't wait. I actually sat and watched the whole thing. Yeah, when DSP played it, I couldn't wait. I was like, yes, because I loved this game. I think I had the Xbox version. I think it was. I got it one Christmas, I think. I think I got it for Christmas. I think it might have actually been my uncle that bought it, ironically. I think he was the one that bought me this game. I think he was. Oh, Speed! Crow!
What have I done?
Now when I think about it, doesn't a crow, like, appear every time one of these murders happens?
I didn't want... It was like a dream.
Hope I'm not gonna mess up in terms of the controls. I hope not.
Quick. I've got to get out of here, but before somebody comes in here.
Run. So I might show you a couple of game overs in this game, because there is a lot of game over screens. Let's actually do this one. I'll actually probably show you a lot more of them. I won't do all of them, but I'll probably point out a couple. There's so many ways you can get a game over in this game. This is one of them.
What happened, Kate? Are you injured?
I love the game overs,
Is there something
because there's
wrong?
so many of them. So many different ones as well.
And that's how my story ends. The cop who thought at first that
I think I did this in my first playthrough,
opened the
but
door to the toilet.
I do want to point out a couple. Just to see how many, like, show you how many there are, or at least, like, ooh!
I'll never know exactly what happened to me that cold night in January. In the toilet.
The cuts on Lucas's arms actually look
Because
really
as far
good
as
here.
everyone else is concerned, I'm just a killer.
They did a really good job, Asbir, with this one. When they remaster games, they do a good job in the graphics department. It's just a shame the Battlefront 1 and 2 collection really didn't work online. But when they actually do, like, graphics, they do really good, because Tomb Raider Remastered definitely is a thing that they actually did really well at. Unfortunately, this really doesn't, like, affect the story too much, because if you cleaned up and then you walked out and the cop never, like, noticed the body, then probably be no story. But yeah, I like the cuts on Marcus's arms, because he cuts some snake. He cuts a snake into both his arms, and they were actually really highly detailed there on that.
empty. Coin. Might come in handy.
I think it does. Let's go over here because you can.
Sir,
Oh fuck!
The waitress. She noticed something. I'm done for.
Shit.
Yes?
I think that you might have forgotten to pay your bill.
Yeah, my
Oh,
bad.
Yes, of course. Excuse me. The bill for the meal. How could I forget that? Quick, before somebody finds the body.
I didn't actually want to do that. That was I didn't actually want to leave. That was the funny part. Oops. You can already see a coffee thing there. What is it? Is this?
Coffee?
There we go.
I never drink it. I hate it. Was I with someone? I can't remember anything at all.
I think I'm gonna screw up because the cop's gonna get up in a minute. I wanted to use the phone. I wanted to kind of go over here and use the phone. Oh, the phone was here. Okay. Okay, so he calls.
Hello, you've reached Marcus Kane. I'm not in at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep.
Ah, okay. Oh, shit. I think there's an achievement for hiring the mental state before a part in the game. I don't think there's anything else to do here. What does Dukebox do? Let's just play music, okay.
I need to
Right.
get out of this neighborhood before the police get here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took a taxi. Shit. I don't know where the... Oh yeah, the cameras are static. It's a static camera, it doesn't rotate. Where's the... Oh, okay. Oh, what an L1 changed the camera. Or rotated at least. Shit. Where's the... Here it is. I'm pretty sure I took the taxi first time, so we'll go this way. Hit the subway.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
Well, that was perfect timing. Sweet. I wonder if,
Doc's Diner, that's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on night duty. It's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
You're the boss, Carla.
so obviously you're in New York, so I wonder if this Dog's Diner is
Values on
actually a
the
real
force, I've seen
place.
some murders. But you never really get used to death. You just learn to live with it, that's all. I still don't know if it was fatigue, or cold, or something else. But I clearly remember the bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As if some part of me already knew that this time, something was different.
Ah, crap. I think I've left the knife on the floor. Oops.
How's it going, McCarthy?
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey,
Yeah, I think it's just
So-
dawned on me. I think I
What happened?
left the knife in
Homicide. I found
on
the
the
body
floor.
in the toilets.
Oops.
I had to go before I went
I mean, you
home.
find it anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Who is the victim?
His name was, John Winston. A regular here at the restaurant. Kate knew him. She could tell you more.
Do we have a suspect?
A client left just before I found the body.
Which table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
What were you doing here? Were you on duty?
I wasn't. I just happened to be here when the murder happened. I like to come by here after work. Kate's coffee is the best in the East End.
Is that the waitress over
That's
there?
fair.
Yeah, Kate Morrison. I think that you should interrogate her. If you don't mind me saying, go easy on her, Inspector. She's still in a state of shock.
Thanks for your help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
That's fair. So appears at the top right of the screen, you can switch characters. B, which actually would be circle, right? Yep.
Back then, we didn't know anything yet. We just thought it was cold, you know? If I had known, I probably would have stayed in bed that night, not gotten out till it was all over. That's the problem. If we knew ahead of time what was going to happen, we'd never leave the house.
See, even with that and the previous one earlier, you really did get a documentary feel out of this. Which I think is awesome. Can we, DSP kept saying this woman was J-Lo. He started singing the song. He said, "Get your hands." Oh, shit. Here we go.
Tyler's been my partner for almost a year. He grew up with the gangs in the Bronx before he decided to join the force. Sometimes he's unpredictable, but he's a good guy.
I'm not actually sure what most of the achievements are, so I'm gonna play the game and just hope I get some. Oh shit. Oops. Wrong table.
Hey Garrett. Hey Frank, how's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, I think I left the knife on the floor. I'm stupid. Okay.
Huh. Here's his fork, but where's the knife?
So we know what the murder weapon probably is.
A cup of coffee and a soft drink? That's weird. He's a caffeine addict, or else he wasn't alone. Gotta remember to check with the waitress on that.
I know. That does look a bit strange, to be fair.
A book. The Tempest by Shakespeare.
Huh.
If this is his, it's a pretty weird book for a killer to be reading. Garrett, there's a book under this table. Why don't you check it out for prints?
You got it, Carla.
Oh god. I just realized I'm gonna have to do the asylum part, aren't I?
Oh well, the coffee's not on the bill.
That's always the scary part, dude. So the coffee's actually not on the bill at all, which is weird. So he definitely... I guess this says that the Lucas didn't order it. So now we can go over here.
Frank, can you verify all of the calls that came through this phone tonight?
You got it, Carla.
Yep, there you go. And that'll help you later. No need to go outside, although there is a guy out there, as we saw. Okay,
Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that?
That'd be a good point. So, see me appearing soon, as Dardigan would say. Oh shit. I didn't want to do it again. I wanted to see if she says something about it. Oh, it could be Darling? Oh god.
Hey, I think there's some blood in the sink.
Maybe the killer washed up before he left.
Yeah, could be.
Mm-hmm. So
No
good night.
trace of a struggle. Looks like the guy was taken totally by surprise.
Where is the knife? That's actually a very good point now. Did I do that?
Several wounds on the left side of the chest, in the area of the heart. They appear to be knife wounds.
Damn.
Why is there blood here?
Did you find anything?
Possibly. I don't understand why there would be blood here.
Maybe it belongs to the victim.
Not likely. Get Garrett to analyze it. Then we'll know for sure.
Where's the knife? Is it here? It should be on the
You
floor.
ever consider a career in plumbing, Carla?
You ever consider a career in comedy, Tyler?
Hey, everybody says I'm a very funny guy.
I'm pretty sure the knife would be on the floor. Here it is.
A table knife covered in blood. Obviously the murder weapon. Killer used his silverware to stab his victim? That would seem to indicate that the murder wasn't premeditated.
Okay.
Tyler, I want you to verify that Garrett has lifted the prints off this knife handle. Have him check out the blood on the blade as well.
Okay.
So that's actually a little bit different. Okay, so you can't go in here.
Man, stab some dude in the toilets? You gotta be crazy. This guy took a big risk. Anybody could have walked in here and surprised him.
You actually can get a game over like that. So yeah, there's some actions that Tyler can do, and then some actions that Carla can do.
Bizarre.
What?
Well, he still has his credit card and $100 in cash on him. I guess the killer wasn't after his money.
I think that's everything. I screwed up and left the knife on the floor. I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter because that's obviously the main point of pushing the story forward, as it were. Does he have fudge? How can you not? There we go.
Carla, she's really something else. She's not always easy to get along with, but she's the best damn cop I know.
Let's talk to these guys. You really got to be in a specific spot to get the conversation option up. Why are we not? Does it not activate now? Because I guess we didn't. Okay. All right.
Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Have you been working here long, Kate?
It'll be 11 years next month. I've seen all sorts in this place. Down and outers, junkies, you name it. The till's been robbed a few times, but murder? That's a new one. Poor Johnny was such a nice guy.
Did you know the victim well?
John was a regular. He came every Monday. He always ordered the same thing and left a nice tip.
Probably got to the point where.
What was he like, Kate? Do you think you could describe him for me?
I only saw him for a few seconds. I guess he was about average height, fairly young. That's all I can remember.
Screwed that up.
What was the man doing before the murder happened?
He was there for a while. He was reading, I think.
That book under the table. It must have been his. Did you get the impression that John and the suspect knew each other?
No, I don't think they did know each other.
Could you not mention the
The man
coffee?
had already been here a while when John came in. They didn't talk to each other. No, I'm almost certain that John didn't know him.
Do you know whether the victim had any enemies? Anybody that might want to kill him?
John was just a nice, normal guy. I can't see why
It
anybody
actually
would
says
want to
K
kill
on
him.
the thing. Like all the badges and stuff really kind of
There was a cup of
pop
coffee
up.
on his table.
Pop up really
Do you
nice.
remember whether he was
You
the one
actually
who
see
ordered
it.
it?
A cup of coffee? No. No, I'm certain he didn't order any coffee.
Was there anyone else sitting at a table?
Strange. I can't really remember. I remember him very clearly, but I'm not sure if he was with anyone or not.
Can you tell me what you saw?